about you.
I'll never let it die, I'll never let it die, I'll never let it die.
What is going on, guys? My name is David, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new LEGO Ninjago episode review. Today we are going to be reviewing LEGO Ninjago episode 57, Enkrypted. So without further ado, let's get on to today's video. So the episode starts off with the ninja walking into Cryptarium prison, all handcuffed and chained, and yeah, they're basically led to their cells by a warden. And they go to the cell, but then the warden forgets his keys, and he leaves the ninja next to the cell. And this is where we're introduced to the mechanic character, who actually has a robotic arm and basically uses a button on the arm to open up all the cells and free all the prisoners, and then all the prisoners start ganging up on the ninja. And so as soon as that happens, the mechanic starts telling the ninja that he has a bone to pick with them, and that, you know, he was once a mechanic for Master Chen, and he repaired all of his noodle trucks, and when they took him out of business, that basically essentially ruined his life, and so he resorted to crime, where he was later then caught and brought to this prison. So yeah, he's basically blaming everything on the ninja. And so Zane basically says, you know, it's not our fault, it's your fault, you made all these decisions. And then, you know, the mechanic does say, you know, hey, that's an Nindroid, you must have spare parts for me. And so he's telling, you know, the ninja that he's going to basically take Zane and take his parts sooner or later. And after this, the scene does change to Nadakan, who is apparently on the Dark Island this time. And he actually does have possession of the Realm Crystal in episode 56. He stole it from Cyrus Borg and Hiroshi's Labyrinth. And he basically uses it to bring back Flintlock, his first mate. And so Flintlock returns, and, you know, basically Nadakan puts him to a test. He uses his gunpowder and all of his Flintlock pistols, and yeah, he actually does have a pretty good aim. And then we are introduced to the remainder of the crew, which is Dogshank, Clancy, the Balloon, Monkey Wretch, and yeah, that's basically it. And we do also have Flintlock and Nadakan. And so we do see Clancy over here. I'm kind of disappointed with the voice acting of Clancy. He's kind of like a scared little scaredy cat. And I don't really like that because he looks like such a cool, menacing figure. But in reality, he's not. So that was kind of disappointing for me. But I do have to say that Flintlock is an amazing character. I really do love his character. The voice is just so cool. And how he looks also with that mustache is just really cool. So then Flintlock asks his captain, Nadakan, you know, where is he going to take them? And then Nadakan says he has the perfect plan. So then we do get changed to a scene where Dareth is talking with the ninja, you know, like how in prison you have those visitor centers where one can get on the phone with the prisoner and they can basically talk and all that stuff. So Dareth does tell the ninja that there is a cake which he gave them, and it had all of the tools they needed to escape. And then Cole is just like, oh, I had that cake. And I thought that there was just some hard, crunchy stuff in it. And it turns out that Cole ate all the tools and the cake, because as you guys all know, Cole loves cake. So then Dareth says, you know, you are on your own, ninja. And he basically leaves the ninja to rot in their cells, basically. So then it changes to the dining hall scene, which I think is probably one of the most important scenes in this entire episode, because it does also introduce us to the backstory of Captain Soto and Nadakan. So basically, the ninja are, you know, finding a table, and they stumble into Captain Soto, who overhears them talking about Nadakan the Jinn. So then, because Captain Soto is obviously so kind, he decides to basically enlighten them with, you know, his story of how he captured Nadakan the Jinn. So we do have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shot of the Destiny's Bounty right here. I love this picture so much. And then we do also have, you know, Captain Soto looking through his little scope, and he does see the Misfortune's Keep, and he does say that Nadakan was one of the most feared pirates of the high seas, if not the most feared pirate of the high seas in Ninjago. And here we do have a menacing ship indeed. I mean, that skybound flag looks amazing, and I'm just astounded by, you know, this ship. I really do wish that LEGO made a LEGO set out of this. But the closest thing that we get to this is, of course, the Command Raid Zeppelin. But I'm still okay with that set. It's a really cool set as well. So yeah, we basically have a really great shot. Kind of reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean, where basically, you know, these two ships are coming in, like Davy Jones' ship, and then we also have, the other ship, British ships, I guess you can say, or Jack Sparrow's ship. But basically, the two pirate gangs are basically now going against each other in war, and they basically hook, line, and sinker. I get what I did there. And they basically, anchor their anchors onto each other's ships, and they cross the anchors onto the ships, and they have a huge battle. And in the end, Nanakan goes into Captain Soto's quarters, and Captain Soto pulls out the teapot of Tyran, where then Nanakan is about to be trapped. But then the story is interrupted when the mechanic, which I found this a really annoying time for him to, just stumble in again. But yeah, he basically rounds up the entire, inmates of the Cryptarium prison, and he says, what are you going to do for me with, the spare parts that the Ninjaroid have, and the Ninjaroid has, my bad. And it's kind of funny, though, because one of the Ninjaroids is an inmate in, the Cryptarium prison, so why does he want Zane specifically and not that Ninjaroid? I have no idea. But basically, the ninja break into a fight, and they all start fighting, but then the Zane, Zane, not the Zane, that's what I was trying to say, basically gets tackled by one of the inmates and the mechanic, and so they're basically trying to fight each other, and the mechanic is about to take his spare parts when Pixel shocks him and he flies away, basically halfway across the room, and he gets a little bit electrocuted. So then Captain Soto does tell Lloyd that, it's not really about Nanakan and, how he gets into the room. It's about making him stay in the room so that you can have enough time to capture him in the teapot. And he does tell him about the Tiger Widow poison, which basically, essentially, one dose of it will kill a man, and one dose will, of course, slow down a Jinn enough and tire him down enough so that you can have time to capture him and put him into the teapot of Tyran. And then Lloyd's just like, where can we find the Tiger Widow? And then Captain Soto does say that it's on an island, which is very rare to find. And the map to it is his own map. And he says, to Lloyd, if you want that map, then free me. So we do get a shot of the Dark Island and, Misfortune's Keep and all that stuff. And, oh my goodness, I actually scared myself there. But basically, we do have the pirates singing a little song that was actually pretty catchy in the episode. And basically, Nanakan says, I want to show you my home of Ninjago. And they're all just like, yeah! So they basically teleport to the beautiful land of Ninjago. Psych! The wrong number. No, okay, so basically, that is Ninjago. It's crumbling, and everybody's just like, what's happening? And even Nanakan himself is really shocked. And then, you get to see his father. And, his father tells him that the sister realm to the Ninjago realm is the cursed realm, and that since that realm was destroyed by the ninja, this realm was essentially also crumbling and destroying by itself. Because he says actions have consequences. And so Nanakan is getting really, really, really riled up inside, and he's like getting a little bit furious, and he's just like, Father, I have the realm crystal, I can save you and our people. And then his father is just like, you abandoned us a long time ago, and you abandoned your home, and you may have done that, but I never will. And then it's basically an emotional point and turning point in this scene, where then the father of Nanakan actually gives him a Jinn blade and says, you're going to need this and all that stuff. And Nanakan soon feels the power of this Jinn blade, and all of a sudden, these magical floating colorful balls just appear out of nowhere, and they just float around, and they essentially go back into the Jinn blade. And I really don't know what to make of this scene, because I really don't know what's going on and what these, magical floating spheroids have to do with everything, but whatever. So basically, after that, Nanakan's just like, I feel the power, and then, of course, Nanakan's father tells Nanakan that, it's what you said before to me. A captain always goes down with his ship. And so basically Nanakan's crew abandons his father, and the entire realm is crumbling while they are leaving. And they're basically just looking out on Ninjago. It's actually pretty hard to say Ninjago. But yeah, basically after that, they're looking at the crumbling Ninjago. And yeah, Nadakon uses the Realm Crystal to then go back to the Dark Island, and he gets really, really mad. I mean, I was pretty shocked to see his facial expression in this clip right here. I mean, in this shot, and I'm just pretty shocked that he got really, really, really mad, and he's just like, I will make, the ninja pay for what they have done, because actions have consequences. And so yeah, basically that's the end of this scene. And then the ninja are back in the pit because they started up the fight in the dining hall. And so basically because of that, they got into a special prison area. And they're basically talking about how they're going to escape. So then Cole basically magically floats out because his chains were broken. Because Lloyd, I believe, had like a fork from the dining table and was able to pick the lock. So Cole floats out, he frees the ninja, and after that they go for Captain Soto, and Kai, frees him, and they're running around. And yeah, then Zane, freezes the floor so that the police and guards can't follow, and then they hide and they really can't find them. And then the ninja stumble upon the sewage system, which they actually go into, believe it or not. And they're, it's kind of like a little water park ride. I myself probably want to go in there just because it looks fun. And so yeah, they basically all come outside of Cryptarium Prison, and they're just chilling outside. And then Kai's just like, Soto, you promised, you better deliver. And so then Soto's just like, I have the map, but I don't have the map. And then he's just like, the map is actually in a lamp in Nadakon's ship. And then Cole's just like, what? What? And then he's just like, I thought we were supposed to stay away from this guy. And then Captain Soto just like, I never said it was going to be easy. And then, all those lame-o excuses that bad guys use. So basically, he's just like, thank you, Ninja, but now you're on your own. And then he leaves. And he's just like, may the winds be always in your sails, or something like that. But yeah, basically after that, we go back to the Misfortunes Keep scene, where Clancy does bring Nadakon a newspaper, and this is actually pretty interesting because in the newspaper we get to see the ninja being caught, and as you guys can see, there is Nia, and she's actually very, very, very significant to the episode because Nadakon pulls out his image of Delara, and when he matches it up to Nia, voila, it looks exactly the same. And so this is why a lot of people have been speculating that Nadakon is going to marry Nia. And we do know that that is actually confirmed because LEGO did accidentally reveal that on the Nadakon bio in the LEGO website. So yeah, that's actually pretty funny. But yeah, basically Nadakon is trying to pursue Nia now. And, he's just like, when will this ship fly? He asks Flintlock, and he's just like, Monkey Rex says that all the repairs are almost soon. And, this ship will be back in flying order. So then Nadakon's, pretty happy about that. And then pay attention to the lamp that Nadakon is holding, because if you guys can see closely, there is the map to the special island where you can find the rare Tiger Widow spider. And yeah, guys, that is how the episode ends. So yeah, honestly, this is probably one of my most favorite Ninjago episodes of all time. Probably falls into the top 5, I'd say. Probably better than the entire season of Possession, in my opinion. It was a good season, but it wasn't great. And the first 3 episodes of Skybound already topped Possession, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, I really did enjoy Skybound a lot, and I cannot wait to see what more episodes, bring us. So honestly, guys, I have to say this episode was amazing. I rate it like, what, a 9.5 out of 10? It was great, and if you guys did not see it, a link will be down in the description below so that you guys can check it out. So thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like if you guys did enjoy the video. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next LEGO Ninjago video coming to you guys very, very soon. Thank you all so much for watching, guys.